Welcome to A Milestone production.
I want to take a moment to talk about Shiloh Hendrix, the white woman out of the state of Minnesota. So Shiloh Hendrix said that she needed to raise money because her life was threatened. And I want people to understand what is going on, where we are, and how the people who create the problems are always the beneficiary of wrongdoing. Going back to the days of that of Emmett Till, the men that conveniently killed Emmett Till, who tied a millstone around his neck after they killed him, threw him in a river, drowned this man, or this kid rather, right? After they did this horrible thing to this child, after being set free, acquitted, and a jury of their peers, they told their stories, and they got a lot of money off of the fact of telling their story. The system that allowed that to happen is the same system that has allowed Shiloh Hendrix to do what she has done. So Shiloh says that this black child stole out of the bag or took a toy or something, a snack or whatever, and conveniently she called him a nigger. So there was a man there from Somalia, or excuse me, a black man, of Somalian descent, was there, recorded the altercation or the incident, and she said after the video went public, she felt threatened, and she needed money to protect herself. So the white supremacists have conveniently donated over $700,000 to this white woman. I want you all to think about the in-depthness of what this is and what this entails. Like, in these United States, I can't say they reward people for bad behavior. That is what has happened in this particular situation and in this incident. This woman has been rewarded for that of bad behavior. Let me read something. So the racists are saying the donations to Shiloh Hendrix are in response to money donated to Carmelo Anthony. How much you want to bet these same racists donated to Kyle Rittenhouse, George Zimmerman, Derek Chauvin, and Daniel Penny? It was never about Carmelo Anthony. I say this all of the time. It is time that black people have this conversation with themselves and their children about white people hate black people in America. And I know some white folks are going to come out and say, no, that is so far from the truth. But it's a fact. And the reason I say it's a fact is because the ones that would say, no, this is not based, we don't hate black people, and you are race baiting, you have a system in tow that's white supremacy that you have never fixed. You've never tried to fix your system. That's unjust to black people. It is something majorly wrong when a white woman who's an adult can intimidate and bully a child. And despite of, she said the kid took some out of her kid's bag, or it has never been determined what the child, who they say is artistic, took from her child. But I mean, there's a constant disrespect that white people in these United States have for black folks. We've seen many times over where they murder our children. Right there in Cincinnati, a black father is on trial, getting ready to stand trial for the fact that his child was shot in the back by a white police officer. So he retaliated on law enforcement for killing his child. Right before all of that happened, you had a white supremacist group, from my understanding, that came out of Tennessee that posted up on a bridge right there in front of a black school to remind black people of their place. But white people in America will say that America does not have a race problem. But then you all turn around, white supremacists go into Cincinnati, remind black people of their position here in these United States. The president, 47, is eradicating all of the things that black folks have contributed to making society better. And Shiloh Hendrix called a black child a nigger, and she's rewarded with $700,000 for bad behavior. And a police officer shoots a black kid in the back running away from him. And you all say we don't have a race problem.